Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, Nathe, the mystical tarot of the saints, and
Thank you
Helen,
for having
Irish
me.
Granny Tarot.
Neither
Helen and
mystical nor
I-
saintly.
Helen and I have kind of pulled a fast one on Nathe. He thinks he's here for just a regular show, but he's not.
Oh, there's a
So
surprise.
it's been very hard trying to keep this under wraps. Let me pull up what I need to look at. Window share. And so we are celebrating Nate's birthday,
Oh,
18th. But he was busy that day, so Helen was like, "We've got to do a birthday for him." I'm like, "Yes, of course we will."
oh, thank
So-
you.
Happy
Thank
birthday!
you.
Nate.
Thank you.
Oh, they didn't pop out. Here, I'll throw them.
Oh,
There.
Wow.
Streamers.
and to join us for our happy birthday, we have Val, Dragonfly Crystals,
Hi.
Hi, Nate.
and we
Good
have
to meet
Hi.
you.
Eagle.
And happy
Hey, birthday! How
Oh,
you doing?
my
So
goodness.
I brought you a
Eagle.
bevy of ladies to celebrate your day with you.
Oh, that's so nice.
Even if we are
Wow.
2 weeks off, that's okay.
And I've seen you on video before and online, and so glad to see you in person, still on video, but in person.
Yes, it's good to meet you. How you
How
doing?
about-
And I
how
have a
about
couple
Nate's?
possible that might pop in a little bit later. They already had plans, so
Yeah.
they're like, "I get back in time."
Well, thank you for organizing that. Thank you.
How about Nate's halo? Pretty
I
good,
like
huh?
it.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Where's your accent from?
Oh, I'm originally French.
You're from France. Wow. That's,
Yes,
that's
Now
very
tell her where you are now.
in Portugal.
Oh, you're in Portugal. Wow.
Yes.
That's fun. I would love to live there. That's
I have a present for you, Nate,
Oh,
from my garden. Happy birthday.
oh, very nice. Beautiful.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
They smell great. And lavender. I've got columbine and lavender and roses. Happy birthday.
Wow. I can smell them with my.
Yes,
Yes.
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 Hope you're not allergic.
Oh my goodness. I was
Long
going to make a
bundles.
video. Correction. I tried to make a video. That was a happy birthday video with clips from other shows,
Wow.
and it just didn't
Thank
work.
you.
I don't
No,
know how to
this
do
is
that. So
perfect.
I was like, I finally gave up.
This is very kind of you. Thank
And you
you.
can't even
Screw
use
it.
the birthday song anymore on YouTube. So,
You
No,
can't?
we can't even.
You can't?
oh,
No,
Why not?
it's copyrighted.
no, it's copyrighted.
Oh,
Oh.
please. Are you kidding me?
Hilarious. Wow.
Thank you.
I'll have to write a new
Vivian.
one
So
just for YouTube.
you're getting lots of happy birthdays from the
Wow. Thank
Yeah.
chat.
you.
So I'm gonna put everybody's happy birthday.
Invite us to Portugal to see you because we all want to
You
go to
are
Portugal.
invited. We will do a retreat event. Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah,
better
yeah.
put in bunk beds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because if
we'll
I
go to
get there, I won't be able to
Nate
afford a
retreat.
hotel.
Yeah.
We may all be coming November 6th.
Yeah.
Let's hope not.
With a one-way ticket.
Yeah, yeah. Denise, Nate is the one that I told you that we did cards and got exactly like verbatim what you said the other day. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
So
Actually, I watched your video. I started to watch your latest video a couple hours ago.
wow.
Yeah, I didn't get the time to finish it, but I did. And also, interestingly enough, I had someone who reached out to me for a reading, and it started with you on your channel, Denise, and then went to Helen's channel and then found me.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
So, yeah, so
excellent. Yeah.
yes.
That's good.
Excellent.
I've been watching
Yeah.
Denise for a while now, so yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Most of the astrology stuff is over my head. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
I had a reading with Denise. Anyone who hasn't had a reading, she
Oh,
pulled it
yeah.
out. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. fabulous, fabulous reading, and I am doing a lot of the things she said I'd be doing. So
Wow. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad
Wow.
to hear
so
that.
accurate and so really, really,
Really good.
fantastic. Yeah.
So if y'all
Yeah.
want an astrology reading, contact Denise.
Oh yeah.
But brace yourself because it's like getting an MRI. She sees right into. Very accurate. Very, very accurate.
Oh my goodness.
Although you need a translator because she speaks astrologer, and I tell you what.
I try not to, but it's
I
hard.
really didn't. She really
No, I'm kidding. I'm totally.
layman's language to me, so I got so much from that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Marlene,
Nate, do readings, Nathan. I mean, can people email you and ask for readings? And
Yes, and usually Sherry or Helen puts my link to
in
their
the description box
Yes,
below.
and I usually, I mean, when I do professional readings, I do tarot and Lenormand cards, mostly Lenormand actually.
Oh, Lenormand cards.
Yeah.
That's great. I made a deck of them.
Oh, good. I told him about this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Nate's
here.
cards.
they're
are
very
fabulous.
detailed.
Thank
I
you.
don't use
Complex
them for
to use.
political reasons because I feel like I'm dirty.
Yeah, these were I
get
made my
that.
own deck when I was trying to learn Lenormand. I don't know it, but these are a deck I made. You know, like you get the cards made from one of those. These are random extra cards put in there too. I have extra images, but here's the key card and the mountain and everything. So I never really learned it though because it's so different than tarot. My brain is so trained on doing tarot since I was like 18 years old that I can't make the translation. You know, it's so different.
It's like a different language. Different language.
It totally is. Yeah. So I've been trying to figure out how to do it, but it's not that easy for me. It doesn't work for me.
No,
But
it's a
amazing.
complex system.
It is.
Yeah. It's like the difference between a short story and a novel. The Lenormand is like the novel, and tarot is more of a overview. I mean, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's so different.
Well, I bought a deck of the Kipper cards because I've watched Denise, not this Denise, the other Denise, do Kipper readings. And I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of along the same lines as Lenormand.
Yeah, they are kind of the same.
I haven't figured out how to use them yet, but I bought a deck and I play around with them every now and again. And then Arthur gave me a deck of cards. It's actual playing cards from Germany. They're in German, so I can't read them. I don't know what they say on the cards. And they're supposed to be the original Lenormand decks that they used way back when. And he was friends with the publisher that published those cards, and they were discontinuing them. And so what they had in stock was all they had. And Arthur just said, I'll take them. The guy said, how many you want? He says, I want all of them. Give me all of them.
Wow.
He gives them out as gifts now to people that when he meets them, you know.
Well, these are from Germany, but they're not, you know, they're from
from
Germany. Yeah, they are Lenormand cards, but they're not the original,
these are like
I bet.
regular playing cards. I mean, they have
right.
Like Ace of Spades and
they have the regular stuff on it. And
Oh,
then they have
interesting.
stuff written on it, and I'm like,
You don't know what it means.
I don't read German, so I don't know what it
But
says.
there's also a connection with the astrology because the Lenormand system has houses. Like
That's right.
So that's kind of like next level, but so many layers.
Yeah. It's interesting because it really does seem like the Lenormand is like each thing means something in a certain way. If it's one way, then it means something. If it's on a different side, it means something totally different. That's the hard part, is kind of figuring out the relationship pieces. You know what I mean?
Well,
spatial 3D,
yeah.
And also because you have only 36 cards, so to talk about everything in life in 36 symbols, you just have to expand so much and use them in combination. Unlike the tarot, it's like there's really different energies for each card with nuances. You don't get that in the Lenormand by itself, so you have to couple them. Yeah,
That's right. It's the coupling that's interesting. So when you put like the tower next to the clouds on one in this way, it means something different than the clouds and the tower that way, which is really, that's the part that kind of like, I can't wrap my brain around exactly the syntax of it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
I
hard
think
part.
I think it just
practice,
takes playing
yeah.
with it. Practice, yeah.
Yeah, practicing. Yeah,
I like what
I don't-
he said. You know that we each bring a different piece of the puzzle together, and
True.
which reminds me of the old story of, put 6 people in a room blindfolded, and they're all touching an elephant,
Yeah.
but they're all
Yeah.
a different description
Yeah.
because they're all touching a different part of the elephant.
Right, that's right.
Even
Yeah,
though they're talking about the same thing, which is why
that's true.
when people
Yeah.
listen to psychics or card readers or anybody like that, they may ask the same question and get several different answers because each person is being shown a different part, whatever it is that they're connected to.
We have, because I do every Thursday, we have a group of psychics that get together. And when new people come in, we give them a reading, and I found that among all the psychics, everybody gets basically the same information, but they just say it in a very different way. It's kind of amazing,
It's like we're all looking into a house from different rooms, from the outside, looking in windows, and
Exactly. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
It's perspective. It's really kind of interesting about this, and I think that's why different readers work with different people, and different people vibe with different. It's just easy. We speak the same language. That's why there's so. We all have our people that we're here to talk
He
to.
said he wants to know, how do I get in a group like that?
Oh, you can come whenever you want. You're welcome to come. Yeah, it's every Thursday morning.
Email Denise. I'm sure her email is on your page, right?
Yeah, it's on my, it's just reading777@gmail. But you can come. It's on Thursdays at 10 in the morning Central Time to noon. Well, it lasts usually longer than that. We talk.
Well, you can register if you go to your any video you make where it says a description and then it says ... more. You can get into it that way. Because I lose the link every time and I have to start over. Yeah.
Because if I have now that I know that Val and Denise are here after the show, I'll go in and add their links to the description box. That way people can go in afterwards and they can go click on their link and go to their channel. I was trying to be careful before we all got on air because I didn't want Nathe to go looking early, and so
right. I get that. Why are all these people in there?
You really did a good job to keep the secret. You really did a good job.
I have scar tissue on my tongue from not. And Allie wanted to be here and she got sick. So she sent her love.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And Marina said she would try, but she didn't know if she'd be able to make it. She had other plans already. So
thank you. And thank you for being here. Yeah.
Absolutely, Barbara. Email her.
Fun.
Email Denise and
you should. That'd be fun. You would love
the
it.
more the merrier, I would think.
Yeah, definitely.
So we should all read cards on what kind of a year Nate's going to have since it was his birthday.
That's a gift.
Yeah.
That's a real gift. Yeah.
Let me see.
Should I read my own cards?
If you can.
You can if you want to.
Nate, in honor of your birthday, I won't use my Republican cards.
What are your Republican cards?
It's this deck of cards I have that's sort of cheeky. It's pulp tarot, kind of the seedy side of life. And so I use it for, Mike Johnson,
I see.
Lindsey Graham, people like that.
That makes sense. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I have a couple of tarot decks. That's the only ones I use for political readings. Like the Nate's cards, I love them, but I won't use them for political because it's like I don't want to get that stench on them.
Correct. Bad juju.
Yeah.
Yep. And I come from the juju era.
Yeah. She has a little dolls made out of you.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay, Nate. I'm using my angels cards, Nate.
Oh, thank you. Is that because I'm an angel?
See, that's
No, it's because we're praying.
that's my little voodoo doll I bought.
That's
and
cool.
She's Wonder Woman.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
love Wonder Woman. When I saw that, I was like, oh, I got to buy that.
That's cool. Where'd you get
That's
that?
what, it's a company called Watch Over Voodoo.
Oh,
They're
wow.
based out of South Florida, and
Cool.
they based their voodoo dolls on the original meaning
Wow.
and intent of voodoo, which was for healing and protection,
Right, that makes sense.
not for the scary, crazy
Right.
stuff. Yeah, Val got one
Oh,
for
you got one
Christmas.
too.
Who is it?
Oh,
Sherry gave it to
That
me. It's a
one of the
little
sisters.
cheerleader.
oh,
Oh, that's cute. Very cute. Very cute.
That's what I
That's what I
said.
am. I'm the
We're part of
cheerleader.
the Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. So, and so I sent all the ladies in our group one for Christmas.
That's sweet.
And
It was sweet.
but yeah, so who wants to start?
I will. Yeah, I'll start.
Helen, you go.
So, don't take this the wrong way, Nate. You got the Knight of Pentacles. That doesn't mean you're going to get rich this year. I think you see, you might. You see the picture with the book. I think you have much to offer. I think you've got spiritual wisdom to offer, but you are going to have a good year. The Nine of Cups. I think you're going to feel very, very satisfied with your emotional life. You know. You look to the future, boy, there's a big shock, right? With psychic in your name. You look to the future. You don't always see what you want to see. Sometimes you just as soon, that the information that you get, you just as soon put away. But you are a remarkably strong person, and you're the master of your domain. That's a Seinfeld joke. You're so a lot of strength, a lot of contentment in your personal life, clear vision to the future, of course.
oh, thank you. That's
Good
exciting.
reading, right?
Yeah.
Good cards. Oh, and I'll show you what's at the bottom of the pack, the 10 of Pentacles. So maybe somebody's going to leave you some money. I don't know.
Or he's gonna win the lotto or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go buy a ticket.
I'll go next. Okay, so Nathe, you have ancient wisdom, beautiful, unbelievable, that gorgeous knowingness of everything. You just have it. You see the big picture, and in 2024, you will be even expanding that more, your consciousness. Here it is, the principle of correspondence. That's you.
Oh.
Connecting to everything, into the earth and into the multidimensional
Cosmos, yeah.
arena. You are all of that, connecting and understanding everything, sending and receiving a lot of information. And you have a lot of divine feminine energies that we need on this planet now. It is one of your great gifts that you bring, balancing that in the world. So you work with that now. There's a portal opening up for you very soon. And this is going to bring in more and more authentic truth. And this is something you're working with for others, for them to understand their core, who they are, to get rid of the constructs that we have as 3D beings. You're going to do a lot more channeling. Channeling is going to come in for you very strongly. So I don't know if you're going to be writing books or whatever you're going to be doing. You're going to channel in this ancient wisdom. It's going to change a lot of things for you and for everyone else. You're getting a solar light upgrade. So that is the great central sun. That is everything huge. I don't know if you know anything about it, but it's big. Also, a Pleiadian activation is coming for you. So this is about coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. So that sounds worldwide for everyone. So that's a big job. One of the jobs you're here to do in 2024. Yeah. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's wonderful.
Good year.
Yeah.
Okay, Denise, you're up.
Okay. Well, I threw so the Hierophant came up as the final outcome for this, what's going on with you right now. So that obviously you're a very spiritual person. You're very tuned in, plugged in, inspired. Ironically, I also got the Ten of Pentacles, like Helen. So maybe you are coming into some money this year.
Oh,
Yeah, this year looks like, and also look at the Three of Cups. A lot of fun, having more fun, having friends,
Celebrating.
people celebrating
yep,
with
yep.
you. I also, it looks like, so this I read as like a little break, so taking a vacation, or so it looks like this year's going to start out with you might be taking a break.
I didn't say anything to her.
No.
I don't think she knows.
I'm planning to take some time off. Yes, in
You
July,
are?
August. So yes,
Oh, okay, so you're taking a break, and
yes.
and then it looks like love might be in the air. You might actually get into a
Oh,
relationship.
Ooh.
And it looks like
very
in the
nice.
beginning. Yeah. So it looks like after your little break there, you're going to maybe on your time off, you'll meet someone and get into a relationship and start a whole new life with that person.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
that
if you
should be
take a
fun.
Thank
cruise,
you,
you might
Denise.
wind
Yes.
up
You're
getting-
welcome. Yeah.
Okay, I pulled for you the Sun Dancers,
Oh,
and it talks
Oh,
about joyful activity, a celebration of life and abundance. And that's you completely today. All of those fit. And ever since I've met you, this fits you in every way, shape, or form.
thank you.
And then I pulled an angel number for you, and it's number 22.
Oh,
And it says, I am aligned. It says, you are in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. So
oh,
look for 22,
Oh, that's
thank
neat.
you
and
so
that will
much.
just reinforce it.
Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you, all of you. Really, really beautiful.
what are the odds, when this many people draw cards and 100% of them are positive?
Yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
a good year.
Yeah,
Seems like a good year.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a good year.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, looking forward.
Yeah. Yeah. That's nice.
Just don't go swimming on that trip.
Where are you going on your trip? Where are you going?
No, I am gonna go
You're
to
gonna
the Olympics.
Oh, you're going
In
to do the
Paris.
Olympics?
Yes,
Oh, that's cool.
yes.
Wow.
We did a thing the other day. They're having some of the swimming events in the Seine River,
Wow.
and it's got gigantic rats and it's really polluted.
I think it's probably not a good idea to do that.
It
No,
is
I would
not a
not
good
do that.
idea.
No, no, no.
No.
Stick to the swimming pool at the hotel.
It really.
Why are they doing that? Isn't that dangerous for the people in the Olympics? The
I think
athletes?
it's been a goal for a long time to make this
It's
river
probably more
swimmable,
dangerous
but
for
it's
the rats.
no.
It's not.
Yes, no. They haven't been able to really fix it. So
Oh boy.
Trying to
Yeah.
prove a point. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. So are they going to do it? Are they going to go through with it, you think? Or are they going
I
to?
think it's still. I mean, I've been following what's going. I mean, we've read on it a couple times with Helen, but things are still up in the air, and there are just so many security issues. I actually
I would think
feel
so.
that
Crazy part.
Yeah. It seems like such a bad idea.
particularly this year. I mean, it hasn't been a year like this where two massive wars in the world and a lot of tension, and so security is going to be a really big. I
Oh,
think it's
sure.
going to be very big. I'm not going to a lot of events, but and I know the city pretty well, so but I imagine people need to be real careful because it's just like.
You're right.
It's so tense. It's just so
Yeah,
tense.
you're right.
Yes,
You're right.
yes.
Yeah. Because
Well, they're doing the opening ceremony down the river.
Oh yeah.
You're kidding.
How do
Yeah.
you secure that from nut jobs?
You don't.
And
You
the
can't.
thing of it is what kind of harm is going to come to the rats with all those people there?
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
You're right.
You get that many people in
Yeah.
that location, the rats are going to be like, okay, we got to go.
You know what keeps
These
coming
people
in my
are crazy.
mind? Katharine Hepburn did a movie I'm talking about Italy now, not France, but she had to fall into the canals.
The African
Got
Queen,
an
right?
eye infection from that.
Mhm.
And
Right,
could never
right.
clear it up. And that's the bacteria and now there's microbes that are like flesh-eating bacteria, and there's all this brain-eating amoeba stuff in pools of water. And I'm like,
You're right. That's
afraid to
scary.
get in the pool of water.
Yeah, no.
It's scary. It's scary.
There is not enough money in the world to make me
No.
go swim in
Oh, I
something
know.
like that.
I know.
Really, and especially
Because
people
that
that are
money won't do you no good if that amoeba gets in and starts eating your brain, you know. Or
that's right.
your flesh starts getting eaten
Well,
away.
let's be real. How likely any of us would be in the Olympics anyway?
I never.
I won't even play neighborhood sports. You know, I can't even imagine being in the Olympics. You know how hard they train.
I can never have
your
been.
life.
I'm terrible.
It's your whole life.
That's right.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah.
Dedicate everything to
I have
it.
some
Yeah.
cousins that were
Unfortunately,
actually.
I had to give up all athletics back in '99 when I got hurt.
Darn.
The doctors were like,
Every
"Nope."
cloud has a silver linings. Sherry.
Yeah.
What did your
I was
cousin do?
Well, when I was in high school and stuff, I played softball and volleyball and baseball when I could get away with it.
Wow.
Baseball.
Back then, they didn't want the girls on the baseball team, so it was usually,
Wow.
just matchups in
You were a jock.
PE class or
Yeah.
something. And I was known as Home Run Miller because I would
Wow.
hit the ball over the back fence every time.
Wow.
Sherry.
When I come
Wow.
up to bat, everybody would start backing up.
Oh,
They knew the ball
Yeah,
was
I was the
going.
opposite. People would be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, don't let that girl go to bat."
Everybody went to get coffee. So
Yeah,
Denise, what
tried
did
to
your
learn
cousins
tennis.
do?
They were they were champion divers, so they won medals actually in the Olympics. But that was a long time ago because my dad was born in 1914. So my cousins were in like the 1940s Olympics or something like that, or the 50s. I don't even know. But
Wow.
they both, I guess, they won some. They did win some silver
Still,
medals.
that's
Cool.
quite an accomplishment because you
It
really
is.
have to dedicate your life to it.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
hard.
Oh, yeah.
I always wonder, what did people do after? What's your life like when all you've concentrated on?
They
Yeah,
coach.
especially back then.
They
Especially
become
back then,
coaches. Yeah.
because they didn't make
And
money off
judges.
of it.
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
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 So we should go around the circle and tell everybody, if we could be in the Olympics, what event would we want to be in?
Equestrian.
Equestrian. Okay. Well, because you're an athlete.
I used to ride horses when I was middle
Really?
school,
Cool.
high school.
Wow.
Rodeo. I had a couple medals.
Wow.
Sherry,
From
He really
winning in
was
the
a jock.
rodeo. And
we're finding out all this interesting stuff.
I
Wow.
miss it. I miss being able to go riding. I haven't been
I
on
bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
probably 40
Fun.
years, but
Yeah.
I loved
Wow.
it. When I was in high school, that was my job. I got up, I had to let 5 horses out of the stall, had to go
Wow.
in and pluck the stalls, put in fresh hay, put in food, let them back in their stalls, and then I would go get dressed for school.
Wow.
Oh my God.
It was every day. So,
Wow.
but I loved it. It wasn't.
But
Really?
It wasn't like, oh, I got to take care of the horses. It
But
was,
you love the
I
horses.
just enjoyed. I loved
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah.
Could you rent a horse? Go someplace that,
Yeah, you can, but
yeah.
they're
And-
usually not very healthy, and they usually get mistreated a lot. And so,
Oh, I don't want to hear
Um,
that. Yeah.
yeah, it just
Yeah, it's
you get
depressing.
people that get on them that don't know what the hell they're doing. So,
Right.
um,
Right. And they're kind of
uh,
beaten down. Yeah, a lot of those horses, huh?
yeah,
Like-
by the time they get into a rental stable, that there's they're kind of
Well,
Right.
that's
just
kind
kind
of
of going through
sad.
the motions, and it's like
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
do that to a horse,
Yeah. Right. I
And,
get that.
but
Yeah.
yeah, if I could be in the Olympics, I'd want to do something equestrian. Although I never did that style of riding, I always wanted to learn.
With the English style?
Yeah, the
Is that
English
what they do?
style is what they
Yeah.
do. with the jumping and all that. And I was Western, cowboys and
Right.
Indians and
Sure.
riding
That
in the
makes sense.
rodeos. So totally different kind of
You'd think there'd be
stuff that you
rodeo
do.
stuff actually in the Olympics because that is really some crazy athletic stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I
They
mean?
should be
So
bull
hard.
riding.
it really is.
Yeah.
Nate, I'm gonna guess. I bet I know what I see you doing.
What?
Fencing.
Fencing?
Oh, I've actually have fenced before, but I will not.
No.
Yes, I have.
I guess.
But I'm a runner. I actually ran 2 marathons.
Oh wow.
So I would definitely do the marathon. Yes.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow, that's cool.
Wow.
Wow.
It's actually, I mean, I don't like sports in general, but that's the only thing that I enjoy, particularly like the long distance running where you go very slow and then you get just into
Yeah,
it's
zone.
like a long meditation where you just go and you don't even realize that you're doing it. So for me, that works like very slow. Actually, you start so slow, like everyone is passing you, and then 4 hours later, you're
Right.
passing everyone that passed you before. It's
Right.
really, yeah, I've
I think so.
learned a lot through practice, but yeah, so I would be
Oh,
doing that.
interesting.
Plus, I mean, they're usually like, yeah, through a city or just through crossing bridges, and I mean, it's just amazing what you see. So
How do
yeah, I would do
you
that.
feel once you're done with it? Do you feel kind of
Oh,
like
what a relief! Yeah,
yeah.
the two, I mean, they were exceptional. The two that I've done were in Las Vegas at night,
Oh wow.
and you get to run on the strip.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
It's just
Oh,
amazing.
how
Like,
weird.
it's
I live there,
just
so I know.
amazing.
You do on the street. Yeah.
It's
You
just
did?
amazing,
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
amazing.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. It must be
Kind of-
really beautiful at night though too. It's nice
All
and
the
cool.
lights.
And it's probably
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
better at nighttime than to do it during the daytime, I would
it's
think.
hot at night too, Denise.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
It is.
is it?
Vegas.
Never, it never
That's
cools
true.
down here. We're
Yeah.
only at 2,000 feet, so we don't.
Oh,
have-
are you in Las Vegas?
Yeah, I'm in.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I
No
didn't
way.
know.
Vegas is hot all the time. It's never really. What about in
So
the
that's why
winter
it's
though?
at night. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why
it-
it's at night,
yeah.
and it's also
cool.
very flat, which is really good.
That's the best
Yeah.
part. Yeah, flat.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would never have
Yeah.
guessed. Okay, Denise.
Oh, I'm completely spastic.
No. But if you weren't a spaz, if you actually had any kind of physical ability whatsoever, what do you wish you could do?
Probably be a gymnast.
Oh.
Or you know what? Like one of the skaters, the ice skaters. But that's not a winter. That's a winter sport. Ice skating. That would be fun. But I could never do that. I would do that if I was not a total spaz. That would be cool.
Okay,
How
Val.
about you, Val?
Man, it's hard because I'm a big Olympic lover, and
Oh.
I love the balance beam. I love the parallel bars. I
Oh.
love gymnastics, and I am an avid, crazy figure skater lover.
Oh, you like it too? Yeah, I like that.
I mean, I just love.
too.
I love to watch.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I would pick figure skating.
Yeah.
But I really love it when the couples do their performance.
Oh yeah.
I love that so much. Oh my
It's
God.
very sweet. Yeah,
Oh.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
They
nice.
should add ballroom dancing to the Olympics.
They
for
should.
people
You're
to-
Yeah.
right. You're
Because
right. I think they're
that
talking about
takes a
doing that. wouldn't
lot of hard work
they?
to
Oh
do
my
that.
gosh. Yeah. You're right.
It actually,
They
yeah.
should do that.
Um,
Well, didn't they add in snowboarding not that long ago?
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
adding break dancing this year for the first time.
Really? Oh,
You're
wow.
kidding me.
That's kind of
No,
fun.
that's what Sherry
Well, that'd
Keenan
be
was
fun.
saying. It's
I can't
They're
watch
adding
that. I
break
used to
dancing.
work on a neurological floor where people there with spinal cord injuries. I can't watch break dancing. I'm not
no,
kidding.
It always
It's,
makes me hurt.
No,
Yeah.
I get stressed out watching it. Yeah.
And just before I got hurt, I was just starting to go into weightlifting.
Oh wow!
And I was
Sherry!
I know, wow.
loved it.
I know.
I loved it. It was so cool. It
This
was
is
so much
Sherry's
fun.
hidden life.
She's gonna confess here in a minute that she was Mrs. Olympia or something.
The best I got was I could bench press free-handed 125.
Wow.
When you just, when you're laying down and you're just going straight up, and I could leg press 250. And then I got hurt, and the doctors
What
were
sign
like,
are you, Sherry? Are you a fire sign? Are you
I'm
a
a
fire
Gemini.
sign? You're a Gemini. So your birthday was just
Gemini
recent, too.
Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Aries Rising.
Okay, Aries rising. I was gonna say you gotta have some fire in there to be a good athlete. Yeah. Wow.
And
Yeah.
lots
She's
of
a Gemini. She has the strength of two people.
Water, too much water, and
I have no fire in my chart.
Swimming. I
I
love
have
to
very
swim.
little fire in my chart.
And
Yeah. Or yeah.
Yeah, my chart's all dirt, right?
Yeah.
Well,
it's
Earth
an
is
air.
good.
I know. It is.
swim, but not in the sin. That's for sure.
What about you, Nathe? Do you know your chart? Do you know your astrology, or do you know what your rising sign is and stuff? Or
Me, Denise?
yeah.
Yes, Taurus Sun, and then Scorpio rising.
Scorpio rising. That's a good one for being a psychic.
Oh,
What's your
wow.
moon in? What's your moon sign?
I think it's Sagittarius.
Oh, that's good. That's nice. Well, that's probably the running, actually. Sagittarius.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to actually do something, or they get kind of like they need to be in touch with nature and be outside, run and have some kind of an athletic thing. Even if it's just for you. It's kind of grounding, right? To have to be running.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Wow.
Yeah.
So you're kind of an introvert then, right?
More, yes.
Yes. Yes. So this is probably
Yes.
a lot of ladies. It's really a lot for you.
Total introvert. That's why he's got a YouTube and
He is an introvert, but it's easy to do YouTube if you're an introvert because you can.
I'm a super introvert.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Because you're the only person in the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You're just talking to yourself, really, right?
yeah, that's what it does feel like. So I'm really mad at Denise and at Val because you took my idea. I hate sports. I mean, I really aggressively hate sports. The clothes, the shoes, the attitude, the sports drinks. I hate all of it. I love ice dancing. Ice dancing is beautiful. I would love to be an ice dancer or a Broadway tap dancer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I can't walk across the room without hurting myself. So
I used to tap dance. When I was
The running, the equestrian,
oh my God!
I was 6 years old. My
too.
mother put me in dance class, and I learned ballet.
I bet. I was
I
going to
didn't
ask you
care
if I
for
did ballet.
but I love
I
the
bet.
tap. So
There you go. Yeah, tap is cool. I love those tap shoes. They're fun walking around.
They are
Tap
fun.
shoes.
they are
Yeah.
fun.
I loved it because they made
Does
noise.
anybody watch the Gardner brothers who do the shorts and they do the Irish tap dancing?
Yes, I didn't know that's their name.
I'm telling you, Helen, I'm like glued to that every day. There's one in my feed.
Okay, wait to hear this. My parents used to win medals for Irish dancing.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
It skips a generation. I have a daughter who's a dancer. I can't walk, and I have a daughter who's a dancer. It's unreal.
I
Yeah.
literally once spilled coffee.
Yeah, and I
on
walk
my
in the
head.
walls on
Yeah.
regular occasions. So
You spill coffee on what?
I spilled coffee on my head. I managed to do that. Yeah. I was trying to get That's how spastic I am. I was trying to get into a car and I had a coffee. Luckily, it was an iced coffee.
Oh,
And I sprained my ankle, my cup went up and it fell right on my head. And that was that. Yeah. So that tells you how.
Well, we've seen you in a cast recently.
Yes, I'm challenged that way.
Oh,
Now, when I was
Oh,
15, I fell down the stairs
Oh.
at my grandparents' house. And my grandmother said I literally went head over feet, like rolled all the way down.
Wow.
But I had a
Ooh.
cup of coffee in my hand.
And you didn't
And when
spill
I
it.
hit the landing, I was sitting upright. Not a drop of coffee.
See, I knew it.
Oh,
How did that happen? We were all, she was going back checking her carpet thinking that she's got to shampoo the stairs.
How
Not
did
a
you
drop of
do
coffee.
that?
I have no
Well, she's
idea. I
athletic,
don't know.
and I am not. I
I
can
just-
spill coffee in my own head.
I
and she
figure
can
it was the centrifugal force of going head over heels. It just kept the coffee in the cup. I don't know.
Oh, that's amazing.
I
Oh
literally
my
had no idea
God.
how that
See
works.
that
but
happening. Yeah. I could see
Yes,
that.
I've had a lot of
hilarious.
weird stuff happen to me.
That's pretty funny. That's-
Sherry, you have kept
Most
all.
of it I've
You're like
forgotten until I hear somebody talk about it, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember I did that." Once.
I'm sorry, I can't get past the Sherry bench lifting. Or,
she's like a secret
I'm
agent.
very
You know, she has a whole other life. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I have a lot of strength in my legs, especially. But
Wow.
I was trying to do better, and I fell into doing. I had to take a PE class, and I didn't want to do aerobics
Ah,
or anything.
hate PE.
When you're well endowed, bouncing around is
Yes.
Yeah.
not delightful. It's
Not
actually
fun.
quite painful.
Yeah.
It is.
So I was like, well, I don't know what to take, and I'm looking at what's being listed and what my schedule is, and I saw weightlifting, and I thought, oh, that would be interesting. So
Oh, you could do that lying down. There's some.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I figure I'm on a machine. The machine will do the work. I didn't know that the teacher would insist we learn to do it 3 weights before we were let on the machine. So it
Wow.
was, but I loved it when I started doing it. I really loved it. It was great.
So did you get all buffed and oiled up and everything, or?
No, I did trim down a lot. So
Yeah,
just
you were
because
playing
there wasn't
muscle.
flab everywhere. You know, it was all
Right.
turning
Yeah.
into muscle, and then I got hurt, and it was like
Wow.
I just expanded outwards. Now you
Yeah,
just
that
walk
happens
down the
too.
hall and
Once you
I'm
build that
not-
muscle up, then you kind of bulk up. Then if you can't do it, then you can kind of gain weight from I've heard. But
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's,
Yeah.
my calves are still like hard, like rocks. I mean,
that's cool.
Well, you know,
'Cause I
your
had-
muscles have memory, so you did all
Mhm.
that work. So if you ever want to go back to a little bit of exercise for physical therapy with your back
my
and
back.
everything, your muscles are going
Yeah.
to go, hey, yeah. And they're going to
Yeah.
know
I
what
remember
to
doing
do.
this.
They're going
I do
to,
Qigong now, which is a form of Tai Chi.
Oh yeah, chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it's just very slow,
Gentle.
fluid
Slow.
movements
Yeah. Yeah.
designed for people with spinal injury. And
yeah.
and I
Awesome.
still do like I'll sit in a chair and I'll hold my legs straight out, and then I'll flex my feet back and forth
Oh,
like
right.
this.
That's
And
good.
it like works all the muscles in your legs. So
Oh, that's good.
because
to
I
know.
figure, you know, if I take a wrong step, I fall on my butt because of my back. So I
Right.
figure I might
right.
as well make my legs as strong as I can, so they hold me up. But sometimes they give out on me, and Sherry goes down for the count. So I'm good at falling on my face.
Nathe, how did you end up in Portugal? What's the story?
Oh, well, I mean, it started with Trump and like a
Say
lot
no
of
more,
stories
say no
start with
more.
Trump. Yes.
Not
And also kind of the pandemic when in 2020 a lot of people made changes, you know, rapid changes. And then there was I didn't have any problem relocating, but I mean, because I'm from Europe, so no immigration papers or anything like that. Plus, I wanted to be in the south, sunshine, low cost of living, ocean.
good. Yeah, it's really beautiful there.
Yes,
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so
proximity
many,
for France.
Yeah, right. It's a
so many
great place.
people that want to relocate to Portugal.
Yes,
Yeah.
And we're
Yes.
tired there. Yeah. So
Well,
is it
now we know
really-
someone who lives there, so there's somebody we can bunk with until we can get on our
I
feet.
mean, there's a home base now. You know what we
Yeah.
I mean, the secret's out.
yeah,
Right. I think a lot of people were thinking that I talked to, you know, around the pandemic and even really before because of, like you said, Trump and their very liberal government. And it was easy to immigrate even for Americans for a long time. I don't know if it's as easy now as it was like 10 years ago.
No,
Yeah.
they have stopped some of those golden visa. I mean, the golden visa is still there, but it's more restricted.
Right.
You have
Yes,
to show you have X amount in your bank account.
You have to have
You have to
money.
show that stability
yeah.
for
Right.
them to want.
And there's some countries now that won't let Americans in at all. They're like, no, y'all are.
You're
Oh, really?
crazy.
You guys are all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Canada doesn't love us really too much either. It's hard to get into Canada too.
It's not.
Oh.
No, it's not. I researched it for a variety of reasons. So how it works is if you have your American passport, you can go across the border into Canada. Now, I don't remember the right number. It's either 90 days or 180 days. I think it's 3 months. I think it's 90 days. You can buy a house. You can rent a house. You can start. You can.
Full time.
Yes, you can for that limited amount of time. Then you have to come across. You have to leave for 48 hours. For 48 hours, and then you go back. Well, I could go to Ireland for 48 hours.
Yeah, that's true. But it
Yeah.
like for an American, like my friend who immigrated a long time ago and then married a Canadian, it took her a really long time to really become a full blown Canadian
Citizen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also just to, like you said, you can't just buy a house there and live there. You have to kind of come back to this.
You have to go back and forth and back and forth. Yeah.
Which
Something to be aware of, because I'm also American. I'm dual citizen.
Oh,
If you even if you leave the U.S., you still owe tax in the U.S.
That's
even
right.
if you don't live in the U.S.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And if you land in the wrong country that doesn't have a treaty with the U.S., you might end up paying tax in both countries.
Yes.
Right.
So
Right.
that's something to be very aware, because I mean, that's not
Yeah.
good. Paying
That's
No,
double
no,
tax, no.
Yeah.
No.
I had a second cousin who came to the United States and got a green card and ended up getting drafted and sent to Vietnam.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's happened to a lot of green card people
Oh
who
my
come over.
gosh.
It's
Oh.
part of the dreamers thing of, when
Right,
these
that's
people come back after serving in the military, they should automatically
They should
become an
be.
American citizen. It
Automatic.
should be an
Yes.
automatic thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
100%.
you went and fought for this,
For our
then you deserve to be a
country, you should
citizen.
have citizenship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that should give you the
Yeah.
citizenship.
Should.
No doubt.
Be an
Yeah.
automatic thing.
Are we
I
going
know,
to read any cards on anything controversial, or are people asking questions? Because
I've got a couple of questions that I starred. Mostly everybody's just been yakking and saying happy
Right.
birthday.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
Teacher Barbara wants to know what's up for Libras.
Libras,
Yeah, I don't
In
know.
general,
I
Libras?
don't know.
just like coming in the near future, you mean?
Yeah, I guess, what's coming up for the next.
Libra. When is Libra?
Libra's in late
October.
September into
The fall?
the mid from about the 23rd of September to October 21st, I think, or 22nd. Sure.
And then Scorpio, right?
Scorpio's next, yeah.
Yeah, because I had a daughter born the first week of Scorpio. When I found out I was pregnant and the baby was going to be a Scorpio, I cried.
Why? It's your opposite.
Yeah, I know. I was told that you don't get along with your opposite. We get along fine. But
No, opposite is sex. Opposite.
oh, they do?
In astrology, they're okay.
Oh.
That's where that's.
My brother's a Virgo, so
Are you a Pisces?
he's a
You're a Gemini,
no, I'm
right?
Gemini. Yeah,
so that's a
and my
square.
brother's a Virgo. My mother was a Sagittarius.
Well, there
My
you
son's
go.
an Aquarius.
Wow.
My
Okay.
nephew is a Libra.
A lot of air
And my
signs.
late husband was also a Gemini. So
Okay.
this is the last to say between the two of us, we had 4 people living together.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say. Yeah, the double.
That's what it felt like most of the time too.
So what's the symbol of Libra?
It's the scales.
Want to see what I got?
Justice card.
Temperance.
Oh,
So did
temperance.
I. It's really a year about balance.
Aha!
Libras this year. And I laid out about 8 or 9 cards, and it all comes down to getting in, feeling like you want to get into conflicts, but you really need the balance, and kind of like a flow like that. But it might be more like you're triggered by different things and you don't react to it. You try and stay neutral. So this is the Libra's track for 2024. But I mean, we're all going through that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of stuff coming up, and you gotta, let it go. So
I literally got the Libra.
expand. You let it out.
What did you get?
I literally got the Libra woman card. This is when I learned the Brotherhood of Light system. This is the card designated for Libra.
I can't. What is it?
Oh, it's the Queen. It's
Queen of Pentacles. Okay.
Even though you wouldn't assume that it was the Pentacles, you'd think it would be. But I didn't mean to cut her off.
We're
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Denise.
Are you sure? Okay. I just got that. The generic thing. I got that. I wonder if this is maybe because I got a Libra woman. If it was a woman, maybe who asked the question, and maybe it's even more like her specific. But that right now is a time to sort of take control, be a boss, be aware of patterns in your life that are repeating, that you need to make a change and transform things and stop with the patterns, like be clear about what's going on, take control. And it looks like there's clarity coming for Libras, and learning to see the patterns that are negative for them, and learning to basically break those patterns and get on new. I say that because of this card. This card, the Six of
Swords.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like being aware that, and changing. And I got the Death card, which people think of as negative, but it's not.
Change.
Yeah, it's this transformation. So it was right next to the pattern card. So just, changing your patterns, being aware, being clear. I got the Ace of Swords as well. So that's clarity and being aware. Mm-hmm. That's all I got for the basic things, breaking patterns and being aware. That's probably what the next month will be about, I think.
I pulled a couple of more cards, and I'm going to jump in because it echoes what Denise said. I got the Ten of Swords, which is kind of like the end of all these issues, and it's coming from spending some time and reevaluating your I don't want to say moral code, but wisdom, getting some sort of knowledge and wisdom, taking some time to reevaluate, setting aside a lot of the things that are bothering you and trying to achieve some balance in your life.
That's good. It's kind of both what you guys were saying there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I was saying too.
Is everybody going?
Yeah.
No.
Good.
Nate?
You go ahead.
Okay. Actually, I agree, with different cards, but what I heard before, Nine of Swords followed by the Four of Swords to start with. Kind of, it feels like Libras are coming from a phase where they had some stress, some anxiety, some uncertainty, but taking the time to rest. And then I see that transition, like you discussed earlier, with the Magician, and then the Four of Wands, where it definitely seems to be getting better and more stable. So I feel like what's up with Libras is you're transitioning from a phase of stress to a stage of stability and more peace of mind.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we're all saying the same
Val,
thing.
did you go?
Mm-hmm.
She did, but she got cut off. I feel bad.
Oh, we all do it all the time. It's like,
I'm done.
Well, I pulled the Queen of Coins. So this is simply telling you can do it.
That's what Denise got, right?
You can do it.
Yeah.
You got the Queen of Coins too?
I did. Yeah, that's the Libra card in my.
Yeah. That's what I got. And then I pulled an angel card and I got 99, and it says, I am courageous.
Oh,
So
nice.
going along with this one saying you can do it, and then I am courageous.
Right.
And it says it's time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life.
Oh, there it
You
is.
have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. Unleash your true power.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
that's that Magician Hierophant,
Yeah. So it seems like we all got, again, that thing where we all got the same thing.
Coming,
from different angles.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah, I love that.
That is
That's
so
why it's
cool when
fun.
that happens.
It is. It is cool. It's really cool. I taught a tarot class one time, maybe a couple of years ago, and we did a group tarot reading, right, about an issue. It was like something in the news. And there was about 40 people in there, and we all got the same cards, every single one of us. It was
Oh my
very
God.
Not all the same cards repeated, like same, I can't remember what all the cards that they were, but about, half the people got like whatever, like, the 2 of Pentacles. I don't remember what the cards were. And then other people got, but there was the same cards repeated over and over. And there were several of them that repeated throughout everyone's spreads. And I just thought that is really cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever had it where I have like multiple decks, and sometimes I'll read to people and I'll get the same cards twice?
Yes. I'll shuffle and do a reading, and a card will be the center of the reading. It'll be significant. So then I'll shuffle again for the same person or the same issue, just a different aspect. Shuffle again, and the same card comes up, and I'll say, oh, I must not have shuffled well. Let me start over. And I'll shuffle again, and the same card comes up. This last week, Nate and I did a reading on, I think it was the Republican convention, maybe, and we got 3 cards. We got the identical cards.
That's what I'm saying. It's so cool when that happens, but it happens a lot, surprisingly, with the tarot. It really does.
Yeah.
It just shows you that something's talking to you. It's not just.
I think so, yeah.
I know Marina was on with me on my late night show I do Saturdays about a month ago. And we both were using one of our naughty decks, the Listen Bitch cards. And so every person that just said, draw me a card. And then we were both pull one card from the same deck. And I can't tell you how many times we pulled the same cards.
Wow.
Or a card that would complement the other one. Like the one card would be the first part of the sentence, and the next card would be the completion of the sentence.
Wow.
Okay, this is we just
wild.
rolling right along here. And
Cool.
but we were all laughing about it. Everybody was like, "Are y'all like looking at each other's stuff?" And I'm like,
No.
How can we
You're
be
not
looking
even
at
in
each
the
other's
same room.
stuff?
Right. I know, that's the wild thing.
That's too hard to coordinate. That's too difficult. How would you shuffle? You could use different decks, of course. You could do a whole, magic show, David Blaine thing on it, but it's too much work and it's too hard to figure out. I mean, I can't imagine why or how you would fake it.
I suppose you could, but why would you?
Yeah, why? I'm too lazy. There's no way.
Okay, we got Chris who wants to know if
Am I going to move next year?
if he's gonna have to move next year. I'm not sure if Chris is a he or a she, or a they, or
I don't know, but I like that little Saturn, that little
the
planet thing. Yeah, it's cool.
So are they asking within a year or just in the shorter term, or
after the year?
move next year?
If he's gonna have to move next year, so
2025. Okay.
I guess next year's almost here. So
Sure.
I'll just go. Chris,
Go for it.
sorry, you're going to have to move next year.
Yeah.
I have you looking ahead at what's in front of you, which is a yes card. Another yes card, King of Wands. You're going to have to take charge and head on out. You're going to persevere. Another 3 yes cards. You can't be more clear than that. So I don't know what's coming up for you, except you are going to,
Yeah, I got the same thing. I did a yes/no spread, and it's a very clear yes.
Yeah.
And
very
at the
clear.
center, it's a thinking about it, but there's a relationship involved, it looks like, in this, and being in love with someone. So maybe this and return to some kind of, around people. So it's probably someplace that Chris has lived before, maybe, or people from the past live in this area where where Chris is moving, and there's people around. So there's people that love them in this place, and it looks like a relationship. Being in love with someone is part of this move. So if they're not in a relationship, then maybe they're moving and they're going to be in a relationship. I'm not sure which one, but it looks like there's a relationship related to it as well. Yeah.
Should I go?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I got the Chariot. You're going to move. I got the World. You're going to move. You're going to change wherever you are. And I think it'll be positive move because it got the Ten of Wands reversed, which is kind of, alleviating burdens. And then I didn't know how to take this card, but after listening to Denise, I got the Empress. So I feel like that relationship type situation is what it's talking about. Interesting.
Okay.
I got the two of coins, which is I feel like there's also a sense of the uncertainty about the move is really driving you crazy. I feel like these ideas come in and out, and I feel like there's also stress, Nine of Swords, coming with the idea of the move. And I feel like the more that you actually realize what this move could do for you, the better you can deal with this uncertainty. I feel it will be stable, and I do see more opportunities with the move, not just a relationship, but I feel also in the area of work or business opportunities to change the energy. And so I think if I have to give an advice, like I feel that don't worry as much if you will move or not. I feel like if you just let the universe take over, you will kind of remove that anxiety and you'll feel like it was just not going to be that stressful.
I agree. I think it's going to be a great move. Actually, it looks like it's going to be a lot happier. A lot of cups too. And
Let go of those burdens. Yeah.
It'll be actually really nice. Yeah.
Well, and I'm sitting here reading the extra stuff that she's put in the in the chat where she's
her husband
talking
died.
about
Her
her
husband died.
stepkids want to sell the house because her husband died.
Oh, that's unsettling.
Basically,
Yeah.
she doesn't own the house, so
I see. Right, but she'll go
they're
and
kicking her
return to
out,
where she
so.
came from, and she'll probably get into a new relationship, and it'll be and old friends, and it'll be good for her. She'll have support, emotional support.
Yeah, that's that letting go of the burdens, just sort of all those worries that are hanging over her right now. This will be a way to make time to move. Yeah.
It'll turn out to be okay, even if it's
hard
Well,
to
I feel
see
the
it.
High Priestess, so that's that's full of love and it feels like it's a fresh start. Is what I'm getting off of this. You're she's she's got the light there that's sort of leading the way, and then I pulled from the wisdom of the hidden realms. I pulled the arrow master, who is, boy, this is really dark. I can't.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it is.
says hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. So maybe that's still not very good.
I'll tell you what I feel about this. I'm a Taurus, and I'm very attached by the roots to where I live. And if I was trying to relate to her story here right now, and if I had to move out of my home, I know the terrible emotional and psychological burden that would be.
Yeah.
But I think, and so I relate, but I think in this case, you can leave all of that behind. Letting go of all of that will be such a positive move, pardon the pun, but it'll be a positive action to take. Just let that mess go. The stress of dealing with having to sell the house, the relationship with the stepchildren. I get the sense of tension, just
when I pulled my cards, I was like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. And then she started adding the extra stuff.
Makes
and I'm
sense.
like, okay, this makes absolute sense now.
Yeah,
Now
it makes sense.
have more context to go with here. So
And I even feel like as far as the house, you will find probably a house that has maybe more space or more land around it. I see something really peaceful and with nature and animals even.
That's
So
nice.
when
Yeah,
she's a
I'm
Pisces, she says,
sorry, Chris, because I could feel it. It's just
It's
hard.
great. Yeah.
You're at the worst of it right now. This is the transition
Yep.
period, that death card of
Yep.
transitioning, and it'll get
Yep.
better.
But next year though,
Absolutely.
actually look like a return to a lot of people and friends and people who support you. So maybe moving to this other area will bring you the support you're looking for and the love and reconnecting with people that you care about, and it'll be really healing for you. So it's probably going to be to your greater benefit.
Yeah, and Chris has a
Yeah.
fellow Pisces. I totally understand moving from a place where you had all, all that
Emotional connection. Yeah.
emotional stuff, and moving to a new place, new perspective, and you're not in that old energy is going to help you tremendously.
That's true.
Yeah.
Deal with the
Yeah.
grief. That's true too. Yeah. To let go. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
absolutely.
It'll be good. Yeah.
Okay, next up
I
we
also got
the
I got the Ace of
Oh.
Cups for her too. So I'm sorry. So that's usually also like a new love. So
Better,
maybe,
better
Yes,
emotion, yeah.
so maybe there'll be a new relationship that really kind of uplifts you as well. And
Oh, change is so hard for some of us. Oh, I can relate. Change is
Yeah, it is.
hard. Yeah.
it is hard. Yeah. I'm sorry. Joe.
Samantha, I just saw, Sherry, you put a
Yeah,
thing up.
that's next up.
Okay.
Oh, Samantha.
Would
What's
just like
Samantha's?
a card or two. Thank you.
Okay.
Just Okay, I got mine. I'll go. Something is going on. The Three of Swords and then the
Yes.
Ten of Swords. But I think it means that the Ten of Swords is like the culmination of the pain. I think you're moving towards healing. I don't know what this is, but whatever this moment in your life is that's a struggle, you're at the culmination of it, the worst part of it, and you're moving towards healing. You got the Three of Swords too, Denise?
I did.
Okay, stop reading my mind, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is usually to me when I get the Three of Swords. That's heartbreak. A lot of times it is being in a triangulated relationship as well. It doesn't always. So there's usually three parties involved in that relationship.
Ooh.
And it looks like there's a lot of anxiousness, and so this card
Yeah.
is like, also feeling like not sure what to do next, having all this history and not knowing what to do with all that and how to move forward. But that seems like it's where she's at right now,
Yeah.
not where she's going. So I don't know if it's helpful for her. You know what I'm saying? Just getting two cards, but maybe I could pull a card.
Well, it's reassuring because that Three of Swords also talks about, okay, this is the pain or the anxiety or the problem you're sitting in right now, but next comes healing. It does talk about healing. So,
Well, I just pulled another card to see what's coming next or what she should do next. And it's a good time to do what you want to do is what the card says. And basically, it's a time to think about your career and kind of put your ducks in row and kind of think about what your next steps are and what you want to do with your life. It's time to kind of focus on yourself is what the card basically implies to me. But anyway, that's my.
Yeah, I
that
got
helps.
interesting and weird cards. So I had to pull from Oracle and Tarot because they were very weird. So
Confusing.
I got all light and beautiful cards. So this must be after all of this stuff
Makes sense.
that you're going through, because here is the Oracle Let It Go. So it's talking about where you're at now. It's almost over, and take control of your thoughts. So that is really the main focus, because what's coming is prosperity, and even, your intuition is going to be great. You're going to have success with what you're bringing in, and strength card is next. So I'll just say everything. I got the rosy picture card.
That's good. Well, that's good. Maybe that's what she needs to know is on the other
Right,
side.
here's the thing.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh.
They're right next to this beautiful community is just some habits maybe that you need to break, or some old thought patterns you need to take care of that can sabotage you. This is a little bit of self-sabotage that can make you go into the old cycle again. You don't want to repeat that. So this really, and all this, what's this next to? Delusional dreams and things you can.
Oh, interesting.
So this is where you're going to come out of this as the Queen of Cups. So don't get into that, kind of Pisces, poor me kind of thing with the self-sabotage. You're powerful. You are a sovereign being. You make the choices in your life. From that perspective, make wise decisions, and you're going to float on a cloud.
Nice.
Well, I started out with the Eight of Swords, and which I was looking at thinking, well, that's not very positive. But then I turned around and drew the Star right afterwards. So I feel like there may be some difficulty right now, but you've got the Star coming in to kind of bring you out of that and into something better, followed up by the Eagle King, which talks about being able to step back and look at the big picture, and reaching out for your angels, because they're there to help you, and that's what this one stands for. So
nice.
Sorry, Nathe, I thought you had already gone.
Oh, no worries. No. The first card is the Fool. I feel that it's almost like you're really at the moment of making a decision or not. You're wondering what you're going to do, but I think a move is coming, a move possibly even physical, or in what you do with the Wheel of Fortune. Like it's just like a karmic change that's happening to you right now. Then I got the Sun, and to me this was a lot more clarity, a lot balance, but also the change is happening this summer, like right here, right now. So we might be looking at June, July, where the situation will be more clear. At the end of it is the Nine of Cups. So you should really come out of this on top. And I feel like you're just at the moment like wondering your options, but I think you really know what you want to do, and you're about to make that step.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think, interesting. I think it seems like she must be in a bad place right now, but there'll be a leap of faith and a whole new life open up for her. And, maybe, like you said, I got that feeling too, just intuitively, that maybe she's going to move. And there's just a whole new kind of...
It's a moment of opportunity.
Yeah. It's like a new chapter can start now. And you can just let go of this one and start over. Yeah.
Yeah, because change, it's fun, right? Torture.
Yeah.
Fun for you, maybe, not for me.
Nobody likes it.
It's been really interesting, like so far, lots of change, movement, and energy. Just fascinating. Yeah.
2025 looks like it's going to be a year for a lot of changes.
True.
But I feel like it's going to be a lot of positive changes, not
please
not
God
going back down the toilet.
Your lips to God's ears.
I know. I got to go light another candle.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, Dolores would like to know if she could have what's coming for her this summer from her spirit guides.
Dolores, you've got a beautiful name.
Dolores, that's my mom's name.
Well, Dolores means sorrowful.
Oh, I know.
But sorrowful new house.
What?
It's Villanueva, new house.
Oh, yeah.
New home, I grew up in Southern California. Okay. Like the old Spanish stuff.
Right.
Okay.
So if anybody's ready, they can go.
I have a few cards. I'll just go. It's time to get back into balance. I'm laughing about the death card because what were we just saying? Everybody's getting cards for change. This summer will be a moment of change for you, and I think it'll be a moment of either. I don't know for sure, either introspection, like a trip down memory lane, thinking about the past, revisiting old relationships, or something to do with your family. Like maybe you're having, I don't know, maybe you're having a family get together this summer, but there's going to be some sort of a change also, which I think is necessary. You're being told by your guides to start to try to put things into balance, more balance.
And I have to say, Dolores, starting out, you've got
No!
you've got some worries. Things are bothering you right now, and you're looking at life with a little kind of like glass half full kind of situation. You really haven't seen everything around you. All your choices that are there in front of you are not all seen. All the blessings in your life that you can look at and go, oh, I am so grateful for everything, because that brings a lot of prosperity to you. But you're going to persevere through all of this. You really are. Here you are as the high priestess, and transformation. You are going through this time now, but you are going to come out of it seeing more clearly. You're going to raise your head up to the sun, and you are going, and literally, here's the sun card. You're going to
that's wonderful. Yeah.
You're going to raise your head up from those dark clouds, and you're going to go, be at peace, all is well. Be at peace, all is well. That's your new mantra.
Well, the first, and when I just started to try to even do the cards, I just felt intense anxiety coming from her. Really intense. And then I got pulled this same card, the anxiety card. And that's also a sleeplessness, like not being able to sleep and having nightmares, and just kind of your anxiety is keeping you awake. And just it looked like the Two of Wands was next to it. And so the root of it was also financial stuff, money troubles, feeling like what direction do I go with in my life? And there's so much competition, and there's also somebody calling upon you to be a support to them and to kind of help them. And you're not sure if you can be strong enough to do that. But it looks like there's a lot of financial kind of stuff rolling around here as well. And a call to a new career path. So I think you should I would say the best thing to do is, instead of letting your anxiety get the best of you, which I can feel even just talking to you right now, try to just take a deep breath and do some meditation this summer and focus on, what is it that you want for yourself, that you can imagine the next year to be in the best possible world, and try to make steps and write some goals down in your journal and come up with some ideas about what you want, for the next year, the next 5 years, the next 10 years, and just do that. And that will sort of kind of set you on the right course. Because I think right now there's just so much anxiety that it's hard to make decisions and feel like you can trust yourself and feel strong enough. You got the Strength card reversed, so you don't feel like your strength is, you're not up to your normal space. You got the Queen of Cups, so you're a strong person and you're very intuitive. But I think you're just not on right now, there's too much anxiety to really be able to hear yourself speak and to hear your spirit guides for yourself. So I think meditation and you'll find your way out of this. So just give yourself some pathways out of the anxiety, and things will get better.
I just want to add to that. And while you're writing out your things to focus on, take everything in your life that's a blessing and write that down and be thankful. Yeah. And that gratitude is going to bring you a lot of passion and beautiful energy. So because you have this, you okay.
Offers, yeah.
I started with the Eight of Swords, and to me, kind of going back to the anxiety, I almost feel like something didn't quite work out for you. Something, the door didn't open, something failed. Like I just have a feeling that you were expecting something to happen and it just didn't work out. And it just put you in a place of disappointment. That's how I feel right now. But what I see coming through is the Queen of Wands. So you obviously gonna, like everyone else said, being able to get out of it. And then Page of Coins, I feel that you are gonna get both on the financial side or work side, something that's going to work your way, and then Ace of Cups also on the emotional side. So when I go through this, it almost feels like whatever didn't work out, it just wasn't meant to be. It's just going to put you in a different direction, which you realize later on that actually as good or not better of what you didn't get. And I'm also getting a sense of, maybe what didn't work out, you're feeling guilty because I feel like you're taking it a little bit on yourself.
Yeah,
So it's not you. Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
Can I add just one more thing? I get the feeling that some of your sense of imbalance and just anxiety, is because of family relationships,
Yes, I got that.
family of origin relationships, and you need to change. I mean, it would help to restore balance if you could find a better way of dealing with that. Now, I don't know what that way is, but just changing how you interact with your family of origin might help you.
I don't know why, but I kept feeling family stuff too. But I felt like it had to do with more like a kid or something like that, like a child, like a problem with a kid, or that there was something going on with like her own family as well, and
Her immediate family.
Yeah, and that there's some kind of like worry about that, and also money troubles and things. Just a general, a lot of things going on in her life that were kind of like troubling right now. But that if she just kind of gets centered in herself and kind of creates a plan, she'll get her way out of it. She'll be okay. Yeah, that's my take on it. But I don't know if I'm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I drew the Seven of Staffs, which is showing somebody that's got, staffs with the lights on them, that's lighting her path through the labyrinth. So whether she's putting those there or not, I'm not sure, but I feel like whatever direction that you decide to go in, your path is going to be lit. And then I pull the Knight of Chalices, which is, again, it's more of a romantic view of things. So try to just look at everything a little bit through rose-colored glasses. Don't look at it in a negative light. Look at it in a positive light. And then I pulled angel numbers for you. Don't freak out on the number because it doesn't mean anything.
Oh no!
It says, I am centered. And it says, a wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency.
What I was saying.
Again, more moving and raising up that frequency. So that's what.
Yeah, I think she's mired in so much anxiety that she's can't be clear about things, which happens to all of us when we're going through a lot of different stuff.
Absolutely.
It's really hard. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. And that's it, y'all. That's all the questions that we had. Thank y'all for hanging over. I know we went over an hour. We're an hour and 23 minutes. And but we did take a little extra time in the beginning to do the birthday stuff. So
that was fun.
And thank you.
Yeah, it's all Nate's fault. Happy birthday, Nate.
Yeah, thank you. So fortunate, to see you again. And Sherry, thank you for organizing, and Helen as well, and for Val and Denise. So happy to meet you in person,
you too.
which I've seen you on video, and so I just can't. What a surprise! Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm glad you were surprised and you liked it, because right after we did
flowers,
and Helen was like, his birthday's on the 18th. Are we going to do something on the 18th? And I said, I already asked him, and he said he had plans. I said, but we're already scheduled for the 1st. And she's like,
I see.
The calendar has become a nightmare for me. It's just, oh my God, this year, it's just been bizarre.
You love it. You love
I used to never look at a calendar, and now I live according to it. Me and my day planner. I couldn't get by without it.
Oh, well.
Sherry, it was good to meet you too.
Thank you, Sherry.
Yeah, thank you, Sherry, for hosting this.
You're welcome. Thank y'all for coming and celebrating Nate's birthday with us.
Thank you.
And, the papal goodbye.
Y'all have a fabulous week, and keep smiling. It'll get better. I promise.